Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'll be explaining on your assignment. Your assignment will be roughly 30% of the overall marks, and which I have given to each one of you the title. There will be 4 different optoelectronics devices that you'll be going through, which is the solar cell, the light emitting diode LED, laser, and photodetector. Photodetector also, the other name of photodetector is also photodiode. It's the same thing. Okay, so you know your topics. Basically all these 4 optoelectronic device are all PN junction. However, they are in terms of the one that you buy commercially, they are slightly different. What do you mean? That the basic is the same, the fundamental are the same, but they might be slightly the design of the structure will be slightly different in terms of heterostructure, quantum well, or quantum dot. Okay, so in your presentation, the presentation should be roughly only 15 minutes each, right? So only 50 minutes, so you need to time yourself so that it will be 50 minutes. And what it should include, what is it? So for example, what is solar cell, how does it work, how does it, when you explain how does it work, it must be in terms of the energy band diagram. Okay, if you want to explain without both the structural and the energy band diagram, no problem, but the energy band diagram should be there. Okay, so and then you should include different types of devices. So for example, what do you call it, photodetector here have different types. You have avalanche photodiode, you have Zener photodiode, no, Zener is diode, so avalanche photodetector, right? So so you need to go through, you need to do some research to know what are the different types of devices. Okay, when we talk about different types of devices, all of the different type of devices should be semiconductor device, because there are mistakes that the students did previously, whereby they took the other what do you call it, other material. For example, photodetector, they also take a gas photodetector, because you can have a photodetector out of using gas. So we don't want gas, we want everything to be semiconductor. The same goes to, like for example, light emitting diode. You need to make sure that it's semiconductor LED, not organic LED. Organic LED are using different kind of material. So our focus in this class is everything on semiconductor. Okay, so please make sure that I already warned you. If you do the same mistake, you still do the mistake, I will cut your marks. Okay, and then performance parameter. Then you need to also in the presentation explains what are the performance parameters for the devices. For example, laser, right? What are the performance parameters? How do you know that the laser is good? Okay, maybe the efficiency, maybe the threshold current, something like that. So you need to, and normally the performance parameter, you can find it in the data sheet of the device. So if you're going to buy a laser from the, I don't know, internet or from a company, it will come with the data sheet, and from the data sheet they'll give you parameters there. So you can also take performance parameter from there or from textbook or something, and then make sure you understand what are the parameters and why is it important. Okay, so you need to explain on that. So if you have a lot of performance parameter, focus focus on 6 or 5, 6 or of the main core, the most important parameters for the device. And then lastly, the current technology. So just you need to, in order to do this, you need to like Google or read recent journals. What are the current technology with this? For example, laser. What is the current technology? When I say current technology, and make sure the current technology is also semiconductor. Don't find other materials current technology. So what is the most advanced of laser nowadays? semiconductor laser. So, or maybe they are using quantum dot or something like that, right? So maybe in the next class, I will explain. Please remind me to explain what is quantum well and what is quantum dot, because quantum well, they use a lot in the LEDs. Okay, so make sure, so the marks, the rubric is based on this. Okay, so see, this is the marking scheme. Okay, so you make sure you cover everything here. So the marking scheme will be it will be 30% out of 100% of the assignment. 30% will be clarity and understanding of the subject. Make sure you understand. So whatever you put in the slide and whatever you mention in your presentation, make sure you understand, because after the 15 minutes of presentation, maybe we have another 15 minutes of Q&A. So your friends will ask you questions. I will also ask you questions. So the question will probe you on the understanding. And 20% on the thoroughness of the topic, the depth covered. For example, how deep you research on how does it work? Do you go very deep? Do you make it clear, the understanding up to the electron holes, for example, or the performance parameter? How deep do you go in order to explain? And the current technology, how did you, for example, do you take on surface, or you actually understand, and go research details of it? Okay, so that's a thoroughness of the project. And then 10% will be on the English usage and references. So in your presentation, there is English, right? And you need to also reference wherever you take, whenever you explain, make sure you reference it properly. Okay, 10%. Presentation flow, 10%. Creativity, 10%. Okay, creativity just to, if you can make it more interesting than other people. Okay, and then finally, Islamization. This is interesting. What do I mean by Islamization here, which is 20%, is you are supposed to relate your topic and whatever it is, or one part of it, or everything, or up to you, with Islam. Okay, with Islam. When we say Islam, it can be it's broad. It can be in terms of the Quran, the Hadith, or the Tawheed, or or to the Akhlaq. So Islam is big. So 20% of Islamization, and this one you cannot find in the book, right? So you need to think. You need to really think, deeply reflecting on the topic that you got and the information that you have, and relate it to Islam. Okay, so I can't remember when did I say the due. So I think I told you the due date in the class. If not yet, you can ask in the Telegram. Okay, basically that's it. If you have any question, please ask in the Telegram. I will answer that. Okay, all right, that's all. Thank you.